Hump Day. It's Wednesday for all you listeners of Podcastville. Welcome back to the show. I have a jam-packed show for you guys today. Bringing it today big with the guests. Got some different variety.
Yeah, we do.
I am sporting my all-gamer gear.
I like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I actually
At
like
least
the
this
hat.
Mario shirt doesn't look like he's riding Yoshi's ass and giving
exactly.
him,
He's not BFing the old Yoshi.
he's not giving. Jesus, man.
I mean,
It's just a sweet transvestite.
There's nothing wrong with a little dragon love every once in a while.
You
but,
know?
Oh
my God.
Don't
All
need
right.
the broadcasters. Keep it private.
All right, let me get you up a little bit. We'll turn you up. All right, welcome
And
back,
I did
everybody.
recognize the paddle on your hat.
Oh, you did?
I did recognize the Nintendo.
I'm
the
wearing
Nintendo
this for a
paddle.
reason.
I understand.
We're having a guest that has to deal with Nintendo games on at about 6:30.
Surprise.
If you guys didn't check out the website this week, which I don't know why you wouldn't because you'd be dumbasses not to,
Right.
because everything cool is there. Everything
Exactly.
you really want to know that's
anything.
that's probably
Right?
useless information.
Oh, no. It's
No, there's a lot of good
tons.
stuff. No, there's
You're not going to win any contests with it. But
No, I'm not going to any contest, but if you want like a place where just there's everything from
to
like
chill out.
Yeah, viral videos. Like you just want to kill like 15 minutes at work.
Well, what I like is you don't put anything on there that our fans don't get.
Mm-mm.
All
get-
10 of them.
we get-
All 10 of them, if they go on the website,
Yes.
they're going to see what they want to see. Right?
No, we hit. I believe last year. I haven't even looked at them. We hit last year. We were at about at least almost about 500,000 clicks, like or
What?
hits a month, something like that. We were down there. Yeah, we hit about like
Really?
5 mil a year, something like
Really?
that. Yeah. If I go by Google Analytics that we have on our website, I haven't looked at it in quite a while.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But, yeah, it's just so we have more than 10. But give ourselves some credit
Well,
there.
there might be 10 guys just hitting the button a bunch
Right.
of
Well, I know
times,
there's
right?
probably 10 dudes in the man news section just going crazy.
Right?
I mean,
Man News is just
but yeah,
the
we
shit.
cover it's if you like we cover the things we like, right? Which is hot ladies.
Right?
We can appreciate the female body in its true form. Not anything gross, just
Right.
nice. We get some viral videos. We got people doing fucked up, stupid shit, which everyone loves
Fails,
to see.
hold my beers.
You
That's all
can get
just
your
fun
big
stuff.
sports stories, not just the useless nonsense that you really don't need to know about, just the good
Right.
stuff.
Right.
Then you get a little bit of gossip.
You want the boring stuff,
You
go to
know,
the evil 4 letters,
yeah.
and they'll give you all the boring stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, Knock. Got the golf tournament coming up on Saturday, which is going
Yeah,
to be
baby.
fantastic. Can't wait to have the party. We got most of the supplies over here. We got the juice machine going. We're going to have
Yeah.
some pina coladas flowing, juicy whips providing the machine.
By the way, it's
All
working.
the juices?
It's
Is it getting
chilling.
cold
One
in there?
side's a little colder than the other, but they're both working.
They're both working
Yeah.
hard. Okay, that's good. We're going to have that for everybody. So hopefully, it's going to be a good time on Saturday. I can't wait to do it, man.
Well, it's gonna be
I'm
great
glad to have
freaking
the
time.
after party. I'm really looking forward to talking
like
with
Ghost.
everybody.
I like Ghost last night. I called into to Odawg show.
Yeah, speaking of Odawg, he'll be on in probably about 5 minutes because we're
And
going
the
to go
gloves
at
are
it.
off.
Oh, dude, it's
People,
go
the
time.
gloves are
It's
off.
go time, man. It really is.
But I went on their
yeah,
show.
so
in the
yeah,
game
tell
last
that real
night.
quick.
Right?
They thought you were me.
Well, they thought when the 909 showed up, because he was trolling you hard, that it was you calling in. So they were a little disappointed, as most people are when it's me instead of you. But they were professional and they stayed with it.
Yeah.
Like
God damn it, it's Bud Knock.
But Ghost is awesome because Odawg is pimping the golf tournament. Yeah, man, flying out. It's this weekend, right? Yeah, flying out this weekend. And Ghost like, okay, wait a minute. You're flying to Cali with your girl to go hang with these guys on 420 weekend?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's right.
Enough said.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
dude,
a
we're
good
gonna
time,
fucking
man.
party like rock
I'm
stars.
really looking
dude.
forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's a lot
be
of
good.
work, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're guys, but once we get back to the house at Daddy's Pad,
It's on.
Taco Man, cornhole, beers will be flowing. We're gonna probably do a live pod. We're gonna do something live in here. Maybe I'll just keep the cameras on rolling.
Why not?
We go broadcast it on Ustream, and then if you want to see what's going on, we'll just let people roll in.
Right.
Talk what they
Maybe
want
we
to talk.
just
So.
switch camera outside or something.
Yeah, we'll do.
Can
oh
we
yeah.
do that? Can we
oh
switch
yeah.
one outside?
I said yeah. Johnny Ice will be here.
Ah,
Johnny Ice
the
will be
man
here.
we need.
Johnny Ice
That'd be
will
cool, have
be
a
here.
camera outside.
I like Mark Sanchez.
Yes, he
People
does.
Check out what's happening on the outside. Got some cornhole going.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a good time. So, Knocker again. We got the kids coming up at 6:30. Talk about that with Nintendo. They were rummaging winter yard sale. You go and pick up some old school games, especially if you're a gamer. You can find some good deals, right? Some rare games. Well, these two kids were going out. They stopped at a yard sale, found a game, an old NES game, Nintendo, and those cartridges are like they're good size cartridges.
Like an old 8-track.
And I guess they took it home, and it felt a little heavier than normal. They opened that bitch up, and fucking drugs sitting in that thing.
2 bricks of coke.
2 bricks of coke sitting in the NES game, man. So I posted that story on our website, Knocker. And I just hit it, and they actually hit me up on Twitter.
That's what you said, man.
They saw the story, and so I was like, I had to get these kids on. I want to know what they did with it, first of all. How much was it?
How much is left?
Yeah, like, I really want to see what they got to say.
Oh, no, we've been up since we got the box.
Oh, yeah. They're like, hell yeah, baby.
Woo.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. All right, Knox, we'll talk here. And then we got Robin Lynn coming up.
Yes, we do.
At 7, host of the Talkin' Shiz podcast, Boston Sports. A lot going on with the Patriots, Tom Brady, whether he's going to play or not. Come on. ESPN, can you get some real stories? He's going to play, first of all.
Please, are you that desperate?
You think he's going to go out like this? Like, you think he's just going to go out like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, I'm just going to drop the bomb. That's not Tom Brady. He's not going to fucking do it that way. So,
if anything, if he's pissed, he'll go to a rival and in division rival.
Yeah, he ain't going out
just to get the
losing in the
factor.
Super Bowl like that. He ain't going out like that. So we'll talk about Robin about that and more. Also coming up, we got viral videos, just a bunch of different stuff. MLB, going to talk about not potentially shortening the season. They got a record right now, 25 games being canceled due to weather.
Sure.
And that's the most since, I think, 2005, something like that. You got players coming out thinking the season should be shortened. I'm on that side of the fence as well. So we'll talk about that coming up. NHL playoffs.
Oh,
the Kings, man.
It's just the best.
Oh, but the Kings.
I said it'd be all 1-goal games. I didn't think they'd get swept.
Thanks for Murph. Really needed the comments on Twitter.
Right, it was great, Dave. You guys
Me and Knocker using our Kleenex boxes. Murph pops off. Tough night for the Knocker and Josh. Josh goes to the Angels game. Showtime gets his fucking ass kicked.
Your day's coming there,
man.
Mr. Murph.
So a lot going on. If you guys want to call the show, I mean, we're gonna have guests on, but the lines, if they're free, 626-208-9040 is the number. As you know, I like to get into a little rant before Knocker. I got a problem, Knocker. Got a problem with I don't know if I'm going to come off racist right now, because I don't want to come off racist, because I don't know if someone is Asian. I want you to tell me there's a reason why you guys do it. Why I can't stand anymore Asian drivers wearing the face thing, like the Vader mask, because I'm like, you can't see properly, you can't drive right already, and now you're putting a fucking visor in your face.
Oh my god. Go.
Knock, I don't get it. No, but look at this. Yes, it pissed me off. I was in traffic today, had someone with this contraption on. Is that legal to drive with?
Well, yeah, it's just a sun visor, man.
Well, no, it's not a Knocker.
Oh, they flip it down?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, they're driving in a car like that, Knock.
Well, it's some of the same as sunglasses. What's the difference between that and sunglasses?
Oh, my God.
Seriously, what's the difference between that and sunglasses?
Between that and sunglasses?
Yes. It's a piece of plastic that's tinted to keep the sun out of their eyes. What's the difference between that and a pair of sunglasses?
Never thought about that.
I mean, it looks funky, but still, it's their choice.
It is their choice.
But you know what? It is unique.
Okay, because I don't want to come off racist. Because I don't. Okay, if it's something that.
Because you threw you guys can't drive already. You already threw that in.
Oh, man. Yeah, but that's like an American, unspoken rule. It's like just the way it is. So I'm not being racist by saying.
Have 52
but
kids and
I
they all
just
fit
feel
in the
like
car.
that's distracting.
Apparently not.
Do they get bug splats on those things when they walk?
If they're walking fast, we all know they don't move fast.
I should come out with a little windshield wiper so when they walk, it cleans it.
Yeah.
See?
$1 million
I
idea.
should do that. I'm telling you.
Wiper for the visor.
Yes. In a rainstorm, that could be very useful.
But
You're just walking down the streets of Chinatown and, hey.
Right? And I'm surprised that they didn't have the visor, plus a lot of them wear the
All right, so I came off racist,
mask.
though. I didn't want to lead with that because I figured I would, but I had to get it off my chest. That's what I do on the show. It's like a little diary. It's like a little diary of my life.
It would have been fine without that.
You know what? How about I take my anger out on someone else?
Okay,
because we have someone else on the line right now.
Oh.
And they're going to be shots fired
Bring it.
right
Bring
now
it.
on this. I can't. Odawg, you have made me so mad the last week. And it's so.
Bring it.
I love you so much. I respect.
And I love you, and I respect you. Now that we got all the pleasantries out of the way, let's move into the real stuff.
Let's move into it. Your stance on Dez Bryant is the most absurd, asinine point of view I've ever seen from a Cowboys fan that knows he ain't worth a shit. He's never been worth a shit.
Hold on.
No, you hold on. His biggest catch is in a game that didn't even fucking count. He dropped the ball. What, called a catch or not? It wasn't a catch, and he lost the game. That's what Dez Bryant is known for, and his stupid throw up the X. Oh, I caught the ball 1 out of 9 times. That's great. I didn't carry it in my right hand, running with it like I'm fucking running with something else. Man, getting it stripped and fumbled. Get the fucking ball, Dez. I got Cole Beasley that can catch the ball better than you, making a 1/10 of your goddamn salary, and you want me to pay you $16 fucking million when you haven't gotten over 1,000 yards in 3 years? Suck it, Dez. You know what? Throw up the X, but right in your fucking crotch, like Generation X. Suck it. That's what I gotta say to fucking Dez Bryant. I'll give you the floor.
Well, tell him to suck my ball.
All right, listen. That was a great diatribe. You don't even know my position because you misunderstood what I said on Twitter. I never said Dez should be a Cowboy. I never said that he earned his money. I said what I said was, listen, go get paid. If the Cowboys don't want to pay you, have somebody else pay you. This is a business. That's all I said. I said respect to Dez Bryant for giving max effort. I respected your effort. I respected your passion. That's it. I never said he should still be a Cowboy.
His effort of whining like a little bitch on the sidelines. His effort of whining like a little bitch on the sidelines for 3 years.
Let him have the floor.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will. I'll back
Don't
up.
interrupt.
Now hold on. To that point. I went and I did some research, right? And I looked up all the guys that were tweeting about Dez. Let me just read a couple of them. Bryce Butler, he's Dez is one of in the receivers, right? He said, glad I could wear the star with you, man. Like we spoke about on the phone, blah, blah, blah. All the guys, and Naka will tell you, I'm not going to go through it, but I will go through this one because a lot of people try to play Dez out as a bad locker room guy. Alfred Morris on the offensive side said, honestly, if you ain't never been in the locker room with Dez Bryant, then don't speak on it. Secondhand information ain't always accurate. And despite what you think, you may know about Dez is great in the locker room, just so you know. These are guys that are playing with him, Josh. Now, do you have more information than guys that are playing with him?
Yeah, I've got more information. Can you give me a beer real quick, Nark? I'm a little parched from speaking so much right now. Yeah, I've got information. The information I got that, you know what? These players, I'm going to tweet that out too because, you know what? I am probably Dez's homeboy on the team. I'm cool with them, and why would I go out and trash him on Twitter? What purpose is that going to do for me? What is that going to do?
You don't trash him, but you don't have to say anything. Philip Tanner, it has to be extremely hard for 88 to not say what he really wants. Hold on, and remain true to the star after something like this. Josh, you got to admit, what the Dallas Cowboys did was wrong.
No, what they did was one of the smartest moves in football.
Let me rephrase that. The way they did it was wrong.
The way that they by not releasing him 4 weeks earlier when the free agent season was going off.
Bingo, you just said it. Yes. You understand the game.
No, I understand the game too.
Why didn't they release him sooner?
If I understand the game too, and if I'm the Cowboys and I'm Jerry Jones, or Stephen Jones, because he's actually the fucking smart one of the group, because Jerry actually wanted to keep him, and Stephen said, no, we're getting the fucking rid of $16 million off the books. You know what I did? You know what, Dez? You know what? You haven't done shit for me for 3 years. I don't give a F about 3 weeks of letting you get your money in your free agency. Why do I care? What do I care?
That's wrong.
Why is that wrong?
Because you know why you care? You know why you care, Josh? Because other players are watching how you treat this man. That's why
Jerry
you care.
Jones is one of the best owners in the NFL. No.
I see what they did to Dez. This is a big picture thing, man. You got to look at the big picture. And you got to understand, hey, look, other players are looking at this. And you got many players on Twitter. If you go through it, they're saying, man, they did Dez wrong. Man, I can't believe they did this to Dez. Guess what? You know as a Cowboy, you're next. You're next.
No, really? Because now as a Cowboys fan, Odawg, and I know Jerry Jones is one of the best player-to-owner relationships out there, right? I mean, when it comes to NFL, he will give the guys that are having the hard time. We've seen the players that he signs. He doesn't care if they have drugs, domestic violence, and he'll give them the most chances. And he gave Dez a chance, man. He gave him last year and the year before that, and all he's doing is hampering Dak Prescott's ability to move forward and grow because he whines for the ball.
Whoa. How is he hampering Dak?
Because if I'm a rookie quarterback, now, Odawg, you're a smart man. You're a smart man. You are a very smart man, and you know very well if I have a rookie quarterback and I've got a diva wide receiver that demands the ball constantly, that rookie quarterback's not under pressure to feed Dez the ball because that rookie quarterback knows he's going to hear it from the veteran superstar at the end of the game. Hey, dude, why'd you only throw it to me 3 times? Why don't you give me 12 times? Because you were fucking open, Dez, because you can't separate from a fucking receiver.
Okay,
That's why.
Hang on. Whoa. Let me jump in here just for a second.
Guys.
Okay, Odawg, he does make a point because you actually brought this up yesterday. Maybe part of the reason the Cowboys are letting him go was because he doesn't get along with Dak. That he may not be Dak's favorite guy, and if they're going to buy into Dak, and Dak doesn't want this guy around because of what Josh is just talking about, that could be one of the reasons that they may have let him go. You did say that yesterday, right?
Absolutely, and I firmly believe that. I believe that's has part to do with it. But the other part is this, okay? If you're Dak Prescott, and if you are the face of the Dallas Cowboys and the new leader of this team, then you got to check that, man, and be a leader and say, look, man, I'm the quarterback of this team. I'll throw the ball where I want to throw it. You sit your ass down.
He's not checkable, though.
Correct?
That's the issue.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. You're expecting
Listen, if
Dak to
if
go
Troy
up to...
Aikman can check Michael Irvin, then Dak Prescott can check Dez Bryant.
No.
We're not talking about Super Bowl winners here.
No, we're talking about Troy Aikman.
Time.
Yeah, we're talking about Troy Aikman, though, also, who came out as one of the best quarterbacks coming out of college. Dak's coming out as a guy that got drafted late, actually sparked, got a good running
So what,
game.
he's going to baby this guy?
Yeah,
He's the leader of the team. He's the face of the organization, bro.
He's not the
Stop hating him.
He's the face of dropping balls and not getting us any playoff
No, I'm talking about Dak, not Dez. I'm talking about Dak.
Yeah, Dak is.
And if Dak's going to be the face, if Dak's going to be the face of this leader, of this organization, he's got to be the leader.
Yeah, okay.
In that locker room, say, Dez, listen, man, I got you, but you chill out. I'm running this thing. I know who's open. I know who's not.
Troy was able to handle Michael because they were in the same draft.
Yeah, Dez listens, though, right? You're saying that Dak
they went through the offers together.
And he's expecting Dak to go up to Dez, like, hey, Dez, cool it out in the sidelines, bro. It's not looking good. It's bad for team chemistry. And Dez Bryant being like, yeah, okay,
does the same crap on the sideline. He yells at people all the time. But that's passion. That's leadership.
You're so God. Yeah, this makes
when
my
Dez does
blood
it,
boil.
it's a disruption. No, there is nobody on that team. Even Rob Ryan said, "Listen, that guy gave his heart and soul out there." I got tweets. Rob Ryan said, "When I was here, he was ruled out the last 4 weeks of the season, and he made himself play." You got to tip your hat. You got to tip your hat to that guy.
Dez.
He's a real competitor.
Yeah, poor Dez. He's made $100 million in his career, and he didn't really deserve most of that money.
I'm not.
He got treated so bad, though.
He got
treated bad. Yeah, you
what
are.
I'm saying is,
yes, you are.
The Dallas Cowboys did not handle it properly.
Yeah, I disagree.
Josh,
with you, so
I'm going to have to say this.
Okay. Yeah.
You brought up Jerry Jones being a player's owner, but you said his kid's in charge, right?
Well, his kid is starting to actually step in, which is good.
The problem I have, and what I agree with Odawg is there is a big picture here. You are dealing with his homies in the locker room, and if you turn them against the other half of the team, now you've split the team in half just by the way you treat one of their players.
Nah.
Even if you didn't, no, wait a minute, hear me out.
Okay, I'll hear you.
Even if you didn't want him on the team, okay. The rest of the team is looking to see how you treated him. He gave everything he had, whether you liked it or not. He gave everything he had on the field. Okay, so if you're gonna put the ownership as being a player's owner, right? Then you do release him and you let him go make his money, or you don't come out with a statement saying we respect him, everything he did for the Cowboys.
They came out with the letter,
but that's being hypocritical. Because you treat him like shit.
You didn't treat Dez like that. That's so bullshit.
If you're going to release him, then release him. And just say, we released him.
Release him early.
They wanted to think about it. It was a hard decision. It was a hard decision for Jerry. It's one of his favorite players.
They knew this last year, and if Jerry's not in charge and his son's going to do this, and Jerry should have stepped in.
Well, I think there's a little bitterness. I think there's a little bitterness of Dez being a distraction more than production the last 3 years. And they're like, you know what?
They knew what they were doing. I don't believe that these guys, in the position of powers that they are, that they all of a sudden decided 3 weeks after free agency that they were going to release Dez. They knew they were going to release him 3 weeks prior, and they screwed him over, in my opinion, and they handled it wrong, Josh. That's all I'm saying. We can debate about Dez's talent on Saturday all day if you want. But the fact of the matter is they handled this wrong. That's what I'm angry about.
I have to agree with the hypocritical portion of this. They knew exactly what they were doing. We're going to fuck you. We're going to release you 3 days before all this, and you're going to be hung out like a fish wiggling on a hook. And I don't think he deserved that kind of treatment. And if you're a free agent, right, or you're a Cowboy right now looking for a payday in a couple of years, right? Okay, which way are they going to treat me? How are they going to treat me? right? And there is
Exactly.
something to that. So I think you need to, even if you have to swallow it, even if you wanted to
If
screw
I'm a player
him,
and how you going to treat me, you're going to give me a fat contract if you're the Cowboys, and I really don't have to do shit, and I'll get paid. That's basically what you're telling me.
That's professional sports, period.
Come on, Josh.
Okay.
You
That's
know his first
professional sports, period.
well, I think it was 2 through 6. He balled out. Yeah,
he did.
and here's the thing: they didn't even offer him a pay cut. They didn't offer him a contract. They walked in the room and they cut
They
him.
don't want his attitude. I don't want the guy and my whiny bitch on my team.
What
I'm sick
attitude?
of that.
I got 20 tweets I could read to you that tell you
attitude?
the guy's passionate, loves the game, and is a competitor.
Oh, and I had to hire a chauffeur to follow the guy because he's so fucking immature.
How long ago was that, Josh?
Huh?
How long ago was that?
It's just ridiculous.
How long ago was
I don't
that?
want that shit
How
on my
long
team.
ago was that?
I'm glad they're cleaning up their shit. I don't want that shit
How
on my team.
long ago was that, Josh?
It was a long time ago,
And
but
that's
still.
fine, Josh, but
There you
don't
go.
be hypocritical.
The guy's matured. He's grown up. Stop bringing up stuff that happened when he first got in the
All right,
league.
can
That was friggin' 19,
all right, well,
whatever.
We're going
or
to disagree.
2000
We're going to
something.
obviously
8 years
disagree.
ago.
We're going to disagree on this, so we'll move on to the next subject because I want to get into something else with you, okay?
How about
Do
my
it.
Rams?
We're not going to settle this on the air. I'll beat your ass at golf or hit you with the golf ball on Saturday, okay?
I'll see you
you better
Saturday.
watch
I'm
out.
looking for you.
All right,
He's
I'm
known
looking
to
for
hit
you.
people with golf balls.
I go for the throats. Go for the throats. Ask Jeff Pratt. So, dude, okay, we talked about earlier, me and Knockman. Yes, this ESPN story about Tom Brady. Is ESPN really getting this short on just stories that they've got
Quality
to?
reporting.
Will Tom Brady either play football or retire? I mean, because he hasn't, given the Patriots the word that he's coming back. Where do you lie on this side of the fence, man? He's got 2 years left on his contract. Me and Knocker think it's just obviously just trying to make headlines. He's not going to go out this way and retire, losing a Super Bowl, then not say anything whole offseason. I just don't see this from Brady. Where do you lie on the side of the fence here?
I agree with you 100%, but it is interesting that Tom Brady, the leader of the Patriots, did not show up for voluntary workouts. That's something to look at.
And he's done
given
that
all the
every
things that
year.
are going on in New England, all the guys that are leaving, that have walked away and said, yeah, Belichick's a hard coach to play for. It's not always fun. It's business-like. There are a lot of Amendola made comments, Deion Lewis made comments, Nate Solder made comments, and these guys are saying now it's starting to look like, hey, there's trouble in paradise. The Patriots and that organization has some things going on. Yeah, they've been winning, but the Bill Belichick gruff attitude is grown old for some players. Maybe Tom Brady is saying, look, man, I ain't showing up for voluntary. We all know Tom Brady's coming back. Okay, he'll be back. He'll be starting. Okay, but the fact that it stands out to me that your leaders didn't show up for voluntary workouts. That to me is a problem.
It is a little telling.
And that's a statement by Brady. That's a statement by Brady.
No, it is telling. It is telling that he's shown up every year for that, and also that a few years back he was adamant about saying, I'm going to play till I'm 45, and now you look at that, time whatever that
It ain't gonna be with the
documentary.
Patriots.
It ain't going to be with the Patriots. But I don't think he's going. I think he's realizing, man, I like to want to spend time with my kids. Like I think that
Everyone gets there.
You know what I mean? I think he's getting to that point where he wants to see his kids hockey.
What do you guys think about Gronk? Do you think Gronk's coming back?
I think
God,
Gronk
good
is.
question.
I think Gronk is tied with Brady. I think if Brady jets out, I think that Gronk says, F this, because I think that he can kind of maybe put it with Belichick just because he's got the greatest quarterback in the world that'll feed him the ball all day. But if I'm Gronk though, I can see, man, how his personality clashes with Belichick's and how a lot of new players, the millennial players, clash. I think it's this thing for the Patriots is big, man. This has been a year where it's been nothing but Patriots. It's all been bad and stuff that you never usually would hear get out. So leaks are coming out. People are talking. I think it's really telling for the Patriots organization that yeah, man, they're in a little bit of turmoil right here, Knock, and I don't see. And they got to draft a quarterback. This draft, speaking of the draft, Odawg, I think this is one of the most watchable drafts we're ever going to have. As far as I really want to see what's going to pan out here because there's a lot of good players and a lot of teams with needs, and see how this is going to work. What are your thoughts on the draft coming up? And one other thing I want you to comment on, what about Saquon Barkley? There's a report that he might pull an Eli Manning, say not want to play for the Browns. What are your thoughts on both those?
Okay, my thought on the draft is stop it. It's a name-calling expedition. We can all see the next day, I'm going to look at it in the paper next day and figure out who picked what. I'm not going to sit there and waste my time watching TV, watching Roger Goodell walk to a stage and say so-and-so's picked with the 4th pick.
God,
and
you hate
that's
that
crap,
man.
dude.
Does. He
It's a
hates-
complete waste of time.
He does
There's
hate
a man
I
on
just
earth
don't-
you hate.
Yeah, you
just
hate him.
Despise that man, don't
God,
you?
just like
Absolutely, and you know it. I'm consistent. As for Saquon Barkley, listen, if the guy doesn't want to play for the Browns, then the Browns shouldn't want him. You know, you don't want guys that don't want to play for you. You trade them, you pick them, and you trade them. You use them as leverage, whatever you can do with him. But if he doesn't want to be there, he doesn't want to be there. And I'm a player's guy. You know that. So if a player doesn't want to play for somebody, Eli did it. You know, John Elway did it. You know, he didn't want to play for Baltimore. He said, look, if you draft me, I'm going to baseball. It's not it's not unprecedented.
no, I agree with that. And lastly, here, Odawg, again, appreciate you calling in, even though battled it out there.
Just say I appreciate you calling.
Even
in.
though I got to show you up on your own show. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit, man.
Shots fired.
Can we make sure we give Odawg a plastic chair when he comes over? I'm going to cut one of the legs off and he's going to be shit under the party.
We'll give
Go a little
Blackout
blackout. Yeah, we're
Falcons
going to go
chair from
blackout
last year.
Falcons chair. That's what chair you get.
Mike
Lastly,
still doesn't realize that I cut that leg before he sat on it, does he? He still thinks he
That's
broke
funny.
that arm.
lastly, here before we get to break, just what are your thoughts, man, real quick on this Aaron Rodgers thing? Coming out saying he's frustrated and emotional over the lack of input he's had with the Packers personnel. He went on that radio show, The Hog, and whatever it was, Wisconsin, and said, they asked him if he's going to be at the draft, by McCarthy's side, and do you think he's unhappy? Where do you think Rodgers' future is right now with the Packers?
I think the Packers have some mending to do with their relationship with Aaron.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
You just dropped him?
Yeah, I think I just dropped him. Real quick.
Sorry, number 2.
Let me see. He's on hold.
Football is what I do. It's not who I am. Now, in my mind, you have to bring that guy in on the conversation and say, hey, look, who do you want to be your quarterback's coach? Let's talk about this. We're going to get rid of Jordy Nelson. Let's talk about this. Just have the conversation with him so he feels involved and feels a part of these decisions. I think it was a bad move by the Packers, but, that's football. The front offices do what they want to do.
Yep, no, I agree with you. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, they've guys so good, and they just haven't put the talent around. They trade his quarterback coach.
Absolutely,
They trade his
and he's
quarterback
probably getting
coach.
frustrated with that too.
Yeah.
Saying, "Look, I'm here for X amount of years. I've been doing my damn best, and I got this crap team around me. Yeah. It's going to get frustrating and getting old."
Yep, I agree with you. So, all right, Odawg, give your show a shout out real quick. We're gonna get to break here, man. I appreciate you calling in, taking the time. I'll see you on Saturday.
I appreciate you allowing me. The show is In the Game Tuesday nights, 9:00. It's on WBK, the number one, WBKS, the number one.com. Check us out. We also do a Facebook live stream on the In the Game show page, so check us out there. And listen, guys, I can't wait to see you. I'm looking forward to it. I will see you Saturday.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you then, man. You have a good night.
You too, guys.
All right,
Take care.
man.
Thanks for the time.
Yep.
Bye.
Out of here. All right, Knock. That was pretty good. We just agreed, but he's so full of shit, man. He's so full of shit. I can't take.
We agree to disagree, but he's so full of shit, right?
God, Knock.
Nah, you both make some good points. There's a lot to be said there. And I'm on both sides.
No, because
I'm
I
seeing
think
both
you.
sides here.
I think that you're more on my side than you are on his side.
As
on
far
this.
as Dez and being a distraction,
And
yes,
not
but
paying-
I'm on his side as far as the hypocrisy of the statement from Jerry Jones and the way they treated him. You can't just treat players like that because you're showing your true colors to other players in the league. Now, if I'm a free agent, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at Dallas, who am I dealing with? Am I dealing with Jerry Jones who said, I respect the players, I respect this, and blah, 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 blah? Or am I dealing with the other guy who says, fuck this guy, we're going to screw him,
Yeah.
and we're going to release him 3 days before, a week before the draft where he can't go shop himself around?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just
There's
depends.
something there.
Yeah, there's some. I guess you can't. If the way you did it, you can say. But overall, I'm so glad he's gone. So
I agree. I don't want him on my team.
I don't want that cancer.
That
All
much
right.
I do know. I don't want him on my team.
We've got caller on the line right now. I know you're on there, so stay on hold. We got a special guest coming up right now after the break, so stick with us. Hold on the line there as we play some music for you. When we get back, we're going to talk to a couple kids.
Yo, gamers.
Just went some gamers that went and bought a couple old school NES games. Came home with some drugas inside, Knocker.
With Tony Montana.
I want to know
NES.
what they did with it, how much it was, and the street value of that
Right?
shit. How much they get?
Did they get it appraised?
Yeah, did they? We'll talk to them when we get back right after this.